Hi everyone, this is actually me after the reaction, and I wanted to put a little disclaimer here because, in my opinion, this trailer gave away more than at least I personally wanted to know, so I thought I'd put a little warning in front of here in case, on the off chance you haven't seen the trailer. Well, who am I kidding? Of course you've seen the trailer, but anyway, I thought I'd just say, if you've managed to stay away from it, I recommend not watching it, but if you have seen it and want to see my reaction, here you go. Right, everyone, so we're getting a third The Batman trailer, and I really didn't expect to get something like this, especially so close to the release of the last one, but I'm excited to get it. I think this is a more plot-centric trailer, which I could have done without because the action sold the movie. I think the action sold the movie for most people, and any plot details I don't think are going to appeal to casual audiences, and I think fans much prefer to be surprised, no spoilers, but they've released a plot-centric trailer and I'm really interested to check it out, so let's see.
Bruce Wayne.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be bothering you here, but your people keep telling me you're unavailable. You know, you really could be doing more for this city. Your family has a history of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
Riddler is asking for you.
The killer left this for the Batman. Why is he writing to you?
You came. I've been trying to reach you.
Riddler's latest. It's all about the Waynes. If we don't stand up, no one will.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays. The bat and the cat. It's got a nice ring.
A new friend of yours?
I'm not so sure. I'm just here to unmask the truth about this cesspool we call a city. You're part of this too.
Hands up! Stay still!
How am I part of this? Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were. Bruce Wayne. All these years, you lied to me, Alfred. We all have our scars, Bruce.
He's still away.
He's involved in this?
No, he's not involved.
How do you know? He's a vigilante!
Who are you under there? What are you hiding?
Selena, don't throw your life away.
Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
It can be cruel, poetic, or blind. But when it's denied, it's through violence you may find.
Justice. The answer's justice.
Come on, vengeance. Let's get into some trouble.
Okay, guys, I'm really sorry if that was a particularly boring reaction, but yeah, I think that revealed more than I wanted to know. Yeah, what do you think? I haven't seen anybody else's reactions to this trailer yet, but yeah, this was more than I wanted. Like, I knew that the plot details were going to be kind of like Telltale's Batman. Like, the Waynes were actually corrupt, Gotham's elite are corrupt, and there is a villain/vigilante trying to expose that. In Telltale's Batman, spoilers for that by the way, it is Vicky Vale, whose parents were screwed over by the Waynes, shoved into Arkham Asylum, and she grew up without them. She grew up in an abusive foster family, and she's trying to bring it all to light, and she's trying to punish the people who did wrong. And this looks a lot like that, except this time it's the Riddler. And I think I saw a little bit in the trailer where it was a protest and there was mounted police, and it looked like people were holding up question marks like they were in support of the Riddler, which could be kind of interesting. But in terms of what was going on, and in this trailer, what really cinched it for me that it was more than I wanted to know was when Bruce said, "You lied to me, Alfred." So now we know that Alfred knew about all this. Again, that's another plot point in Telltale's Batman. Like, Alfred knew the Waynes were corrupt and he stuck around anyway. And that was a real point of contention between those two. So I really, really hope that this is not going to be just a blatant Telltale's Batman ripoff, because whatever you think of the Telltale's games, they can be a bit janky sometimes, but their stories are pretty good, and I do recommend Telltale's Batman. But this, from what we've seen, it looks to be pretty much exactly the same. And in terms of Catwoman, I love Catwoman, and I love her relationship with Bruce, because he is just like stoic all the time and she is so brazenly flirtatious, so watching them interact with each other I think is really entertaining. But it has to be that she is not overused. It is very easy to overuse a character like Catwoman, especially in relation to a character like Batman. I like stories like, say, Long Halloween and Dark Victory, where she is a crucial element to the story, but she's not there all the time. She doesn't overtake the story. Her relationship with Bruce doesn't overtake the story. And I know this trailer is called The Bat and the Cat, and a lot of trailers do cherry pick certain plot points from the movie and make an entire trailer surrounding it. So there's a chance that it's not going to be all about Bruce and Selina. I really hope it's not, but this trailer does give the impression that Selina is a massive, massive part of this movie, and not just in the way she was in Long Halloween and Dark Victory. It looks like she's kind of almost as crucial as Batman and the Riddler, and that was not, I think it's not a good idea. I don't think that's how you use Catwoman, at least in relation to Batman. She's good with her own solo adventures, don't get me wrong, but in relation to Batman, I think she needs to be used very strategically and sparingly. So, yeah, I'm sorry I gave you a really boring reaction. I am, but this trailer, I don't think the movie's going to be bad. I think the movie's going to be good. I know what I'm putting across here means that I'm thinking, oh no, this movie's going to suck now. I don't think it is. I still think it's going to be great. But I think the best way to put it is it gave me more than I wanted. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. It gave me more than I needed as well. Good things though. Robert Pattinson, I think, still looks great as Batman. I'm warming up to him as to how he looks as Bruce Wayne as well. The Riddler, my friends hate the design of the Riddler. They think he just looks like he's wearing a gimp suit, and I'm like, come on. But yeah, he looked really cool when he was standing up on the ledge with the rifle as well. And I do like the idea, if I'm right, that there are people who are in support of the Riddler because he's trying to take down corruption in Gotham. So there are interesting parts to this trailer, don't get me wrong. They reused quite a bit of action, but there were some other action scenes where Bruce is fighting the guys with the rifles. That was really good choreography. Again, this movie still looks gorgeous. It looks like you could take any still of this trailer and hang it on your wall as a picture. It is that well done, and I think that is really how you should portray Gotham. Yeah, you should portray it not just as any other city, but as, if you step into it, you still feel like you're in the same world. You still feel like you're on planet Earth, but you know you're in a different place that runs by different rules. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the trailer. I'm sorry I didn't have a big I'm sorry I didn't have a big bombastic reaction. I really didn't care for this trailer that much. But I really want to know what you thought of it. And I'm probably going to watch some other people's reactions to see what they thought of it, because I'm guessing I'm probably going to be the negative Nelly here who's the only one who doesn't like it. So thanks everyone for watching, and I hope the next time I'll be talking about this is March, when it's finally out. And I'm still very much looking forward to it.